Dr. T.
And I'm Kristen.
And this is Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. That includes your physical development, your mental growth, and your spiritual growth. So we have decided, Kristen and I, to put together some topics that we can discuss and see if you can get involved with us and see if there's any ideas or any thoughts, any question that you may have, and we can try to answer those as we go. So we'll try to do this every weekend, and hopefully we'll share our experiences with you so you can interact with us. So I want to start with my story. I know it's a little bit personal, but I just want to share with you that I was completely not fit for many years of my life while I was in medical school, residency, and work. And then one day I had a really close encounter with my with a heart condition, and I was overweight. The bottom line, I realized that my health was related to my inactivity, the conditioning, and my lack of understanding about exercise, nutrition. So I did my transformation, and what I have found 8 years later is that there is a need to understand how to do it. I practice in a pain clinic, I do rehabilitation, and I see what happens when a lot of those people don't take care of themselves, and those were going to be me if I didn't change, with a lot of issues that they cannot feel good, they have pain, they're going from medication to medication, and we know that overweight is associated with medical diseases. And we know now that the current healthcare is being really destroyed by the obesity crisis. That all the obesity crisis is causing disease-related condition. We are seeing more and more patients with medications prescribed. They're taking more and more, they're doing more studies, more increasing the health costs. So now what we try to do is maybe we can focus on the prevention. Hopefully we'll have a better outcome. So I want for you, Kristen, to share with us what on your fitness side and wellness side, what can you say about that condition?
Absolutely. I can totally relate to what he's saying because I see it in my practice as well when I'm working with clients. It's not just affecting the parents or the grandparents. Now it's trickled down into the youth, into the children, and we definitely notice a huge breakdown in the education factor, in the ability to know what's good for you as far as what you can eat, where you can find these foods, and how you can make that effective for your lifestyle without having to uproot your whole way of life. And it's just really small changes that make a huge difference. So we definitely want to share that with you, what our experience has been, and definitely help you understand exactly what you can do to kind of change your situation or change your way of thinking that's going to be beneficial for your health and for the health of your family.
Yeah, and the obesity crisis is kind of scary. They say that it's going to be 1 out of 2 people are going to be obese in 2020, with all the associated medical conditions with that obesity, could include cancer, diabetes, heart disease, problem with memory, Alzheimer. They're finding more and more causes of disease that's secondary to obesity. Right. So one of the things that I see in my clinic, Kristen, is that people come and tell me, no, I eat healthy. And then when you ask them to do a food diary, it's amazing what they think is healthy and it's not healthy. They're confused by the media. People have healthy bars that are loaded with sugar, right, corn syrup that is just completely associated with diabetes and obesity. And probably you see that the same thing with your clients.
Absolutely. When we go through the nutrition breakdown, 9 out of 10 of the clients will say to me, oh, I eat healthy, I eat very well, or my family, we eat very well. But when we really get into it, they're still eating processed foods, they're eating refined sugars, they're eating high starchy carbs, and when we get into the depth of it, they find out, wow, I'm really not eating healthy. So we definitely take a look at that and try and share that education that we have on our end, but we want to address it on a whole, because it's not just prevalent with people that are coming for fitness or coming for medical, but it's everybody, really.
And we know that sugar is addictive, and that's something that has to be treated like a true addiction. That's why we go through a detox program for 28 days, because if you don't do that, I don't think that you're going to be very successful in accomplishing what you need to do. And I think that people don't understand that it's more powerful than even heroin. okay, in the brain. So that's what we are seeing a lot. People addicted to all this type of food that are high in sugar.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've had clients that we go through a sugar cleanse and they feel like they're coming off of drugs. They literally go through withdrawals. They get moody, they get agitated, they have headaches, they have nausea. All of these strange symptoms just from pulling those refined sugars and processed foods out of their diet. But they, after that cleansing period, they feel amazing. They have so much energy. They don't have any kind of like lethargy or fatigue. And it's just a natural energy that's going to stay with you through your whole day. And people kind of don't even know what that feels like anymore.
Exactly. And then the thing we know for a fact, when people are overweight or obese, their hormones start to decrease. They're not efficient. They're not optimal. So people are looking for quick fixes. They go for hormone replacement without addressing the main issue, that you can correct that most of the time with proper nutrition and exercise, and also the mental part, the meditation, the relaxation, that we need to control the stress to lower the cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. One of the things that at least here we try to do, we have to ask the patient or the client why you want to change. We have to have a strong why before we start the program, because if you don't have that strong why, you're going to come up with excuses. And unfortunately, I did those before. I had those excuses many times. I tried to change. I could not change because I had excuses. I was not really convinced until something bad happens, and that was powerful. Yeah. I always say, anyone can lose weight. If I put a gun in your head, on your head, and you tell you have to lose weight, you're going to do it because you have a great motivator there.
Right.
So the thing is, we have to internalize that and acquire that. Once we have the why, then we're here to try to guide you and help you and give you all the support, and the education component of the. It's not, and we're trying to promote a lifestyle, not a quick fix, 30-day weight loss or 60-day weight loss, and then you gain more. Mm-hmm. Can you elaborate a little bit, Christine, about those fat diets, why they don't work and why they go and they gain more weight after a while?
Yeah, so typically when somebody's seeking out that immediate quick fix or weight loss solution in a really short period of time, they're going to go with a program that, pretty much has them starved or doesn't give them the nutritional content that they need. They're minimalized on their calories. They're not eating as much as they need to be eating in order to burn fat. And what's going to happen is you're going to drop a lot of water weight. You're going to drop a lot of pounds, but you're not going to change your body fat, which is the internal composition of fat in your body, which is what's going to make you ultimately healthy internally. Get your heart and your lungs and all of your vital organs working on an optimal level, which is going to help you metabolize fat over a long period of time and at rest when you're not doing anything. So what typically happens is after people complete that short-term fasting state or that crash diet, they're going to gain all that weight back and then some, because their body fat is still high. They're not actually making that change from inside, they're making it from the outside. So we definitely try to address the body fat as well as the nutrition, making sure that we're getting you down to a healthy body fat and that you're internally healthy, that we're bringing your stress levels down, we're neutralizing any outside factors that are going to deter you from your progress, and really focusing on you as a whole rather than just one aspect of you.
Exactly, because one of the things is that if we go into that starvation mode, our mechanism from our ancestors is going to tell us to store fat,
right?
Because that's our energy, and the more you do those crash diet, the more fat you're going to accumulate, and the harder it's going to get to get rid of them.
Yeah, your body builds up a immunity to dieting at that point. So,
and I think that's why we are. I think here at Forever Young MD, we focus on jump starting your metabolism.
Absolutely.
And the way you do that is with the healthy nutrition, the right nutrition, but also the right exercise and the right mindset too as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
But when people come to me, probably to you as well, they have tried multiple diets, so it's hard for them to start accepting what we're telling them. Right. You need to eat more.
This is gonna work.
They think it's gonna be. They're used to have all this appetite suppressant, and they put them on 400 calories a day, which is ridiculous. And then they are really afraid of eating. Say, you're gonna eat how much? Yeah, they're gonna be good calories, but frequent meals.
Right.
And that is always work. That's the one way about jumpstarting your metabolism.
Yeah, the mentality it's very difficult to break that in the beginning. That eating more will help you lose weight.
My experience is that everybody who comes with a weight problem, they don't eat breakfast.
No.
It's so automatically. They don't wait. And then what happened at the end of the day, after work, after stress, then they're hungry and they overeat.
Starving,
And they go for the salty thing, the things that are not sweet, and they have all this craving, and they eat all the way into the nighttime when they are ready to sleep, and then you accumulate more of that fat because it's less efficient. Your body's less efficient.
So the reasoning behind why we are calling this show Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life is because we know that the education aspect is huge.
Exactly, and I always say you need to change your thinking before you can change your appearance, your wealth, your anything you want to change. You have to start in your mind first.
Mm-hmm.
You're the reality. Your thinking affects your reality.
Yes,
correct.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So that's why we call the show Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. We really want to help bring that aspect of mental awareness and education to health and wellness.
And then we're going to spend a significant amount of time on that mental part, and then we'll just transition into the physical components and nutritional components.
Absolutely. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put out new videos every Monday and every weekend with tons of amazing content and education for you guys. So definitely don't forget to like or subscribe to our channel down below.
Also, please be sure to follow us on Facebook at foreveryoung.md. And you're going to have support and somebody available 24/7 to answer your questions. So be sure you like us.